Good afternoon. There we go. A little audio. Welcome, everybody. It is the top of the hour. It is a beautiful afternoon, 28th day of March, special edition of Community Conversations. I'm always in here trying to talk to things that people got going on in the community. My man, Big Mike, has got a great stage play that's getting ready to come and hit the local area. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this with a friend. My man, Big Mike, let me bring Big Mike on in. Big Mike, how you doing, my brother? What's going on?
Hey, doing- uh, how you doing, brother? Thanks for having.
Man, I'm good. I'm good. So, talk to me about the stage play that you got coming to Opelousas, man.
Well, it's a stage play called Reflections, and it's basically the message in the play is very powerful and impactful, and it's aimed at teens. So the play covers a lot of the things that they face in today's society, such as bullying, gun violence, which is very, very key in our neighborhoods as of today, teen pregnancy, as well as suicide. So all the issues that teens face is covered in this play. We have a lot of statistics that's going to be mentioned in this play, and I think once you hear those statistics, it's going to really take you by storm. Like, you'll probably be like, I didn't realize the percentages were that high, especially in the African American community.
Mm. Tell me, man, what inspired you to write, produce, get people together to put this message out, and how vital is this message for our community and for the youth?
Okay, well, the play originated from my I say my little brother, just Chris, who he was a playwright, actor, comedian as well, and he passed away back in 2020 with a battle with cancer. So prior to his passing, Chris left me three stage plays, which I brought one to the stage already, and Reflections is the second one I'm bringing of his. But I noticed, and when he passed, before he passed, he asked me to make sure that his material would take the stage, right?
Mm.
So when I was reading Reflections, I knew it was about bullying initially. And the way it was written initially, it was left kind of on a cliffhanger. So being that I was trying getting into writing plays myself, um I added a whole back into it, and I kind of modernized it. And then with me dealing with teens, I have six kids on myself, of teenage age or above, and I've been coaching teens for who a while in Opelousas between basketball, football. So I've been dealing with a lot of teens, and I see firsthand some of the things that they deal with. So I decided, well, why don't I add those elements to this as well to really reach out to them? And in doing that, when I was writing, I was just Googling and looking up statistics, and I'm like, man, these statistics are staggering. So I'm like, I want to include all this information in this play to really bring awareness, not just to the teens, but the adults as well. And then at the same time, me and my partner, True Justice, we started an outreach program called Project Poetry, where we would go into the community and we do these intimate workshops with teens where we teach them about drama. I'm not drama. We teach them about trauma and coping skills. And I was like, well, if I'm doing a play on all this, why don't I also put in the Project Poetry to kind of show exactly what we do with these kids and how we bring the message across to these kids within our workshops. So all that's included in the play. Um,
Okay.
it gives them coping skills. It gives, I'm telling you, these statistics, Mr. Anderson, it's oh my God, it's staggering. So, but that's pretty much how it came about, and I'm very, very proud of the finished product, man.
Look, Big Mike, I know what you do for the community. I know what you do to help bring about awareness. Bullying is big. I know there's people like you, there's people like Shada Sias. There's a group of folk out here who are really trying to put an emphasis on we've got to pay attention to the dynamics of what's going on with our children, especially when it comes down to their aggressiveness toward one another in bullying. Um, as you have dealt with this reflections that was wrote by just Chris, and Chris was my guy. Chris was my guy too. I remember him well. He was at my birthday party before I left out of radio and started to go on another path of doing what I do now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I know tickets are still available.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go into this next set of questions, tell people if they're looking for tickets. First of all, I'm going to put the flyer up, but tell people where the play is going to be, how much it is to get to the play, and where they can get tickets at. Let's go.
Okay. The play is this Sunday, March 30th at Opelousas High in the auditorium. Tickets are available a number of ways. So you can get tickets at Anytime Furniture in Opelousas. You can get tickets with any cast member. You can get tickets at Lumberjack Soul Food in Lafayette if you're from the Lafayette area. You can get tickets online at eventbrite.com. And last but not least, as all that fails, which it shouldn't, you can always call me direct to get tickets. And my number is 337-486-8700. You can call me direct. I have tickets on hand. Tickets for adults pre-sale is $20. At the door for adults is $25. But for students, any student 18 and under is $10 regardless. Because I'm really putting the emphasis on bringing these kids out and letting these kids see and experience this, and not just that, but learn, and witness and see the information that's being presented to them, and hear these statistics.
Right.
It's like I say, it's mind-boggling.
Right. So let's get into some of these statistics. Right now, of course, we both live in the great state of Louisiana, even though I'm wearing my home state, Tennessee Volunteers sweater on, but we live in the great state of Louisiana. And there was just an announcement that the governor made, I quote, from the media release, an investment into a new youth detention center for central Louisiana. I don't forget how many millions it was, but it was literally a place where juvenile delinquents and juveniles who commit offenses can go and serve their time for the crimes that they have committed. Now, let us not in any shape, form, or fashion negate the truth that there are individuals out there who commit crimes, who, once they cause damage to people and their property, they do need, Beretta said it best: if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. But even within all of that, there should be measures in place to give them alternatives instead of going into the life of a criminal. So let's talk about that. Talk to me about some of them stats that you looked at.
Well, I mean, isn't it, just to kind of piggyback on what you were saying just now, didn't they pass a law, or they're looking to pass a law to where I want to say 15 or 16-year-olds can be tried as adults?
Actually 11. Actually, we are voting Saturday. Early voting is over with. We are voting Saturday on 4 amendments. One of those amendments makes it that if an 11-year-old does a crime that they feel warrants an adult penalty, they can charge that 11-year-old as an adult. Yeah, that's one of the amendments that is up for us to vote on. And most folks, including myself, I can't tell you how to vote, what to vote, but I can tell you this: you need to get engaged, get involved, get knowledgeable, and go vote what is best for you and your family. Most of these amendments, if they pass, will affect Black and brown communities, the communities that you and I live in, Big Mike, and our children and grandchildren for the moment that they get put in place until they get taken out of place, or forever. But at the end of the day, these amendments, should they pass, will adversely affect folks that look like you and I, our children and our grandchildren. These are amendments that will definitely affect the Black and brown community, period.
And they're all on the ballot for tomorrow, for this Saturday.
Correct. So if you haven't voted, let me advise you, because once again, I'm not here to tell you how to vote, but I am telling you to go vote. You need to go vote, and you need to understand, if it's for us, back it. If it ain't for us, don't back it. And I just made it clear, the people who will be probably affected the most if these pass will be Black and brown young men and young women, boys and girls, because an 11-year-old is a boy or a girl. That's not no young adult. That's a child.
That's a child.
It will affect our children. And I'm so proud to know that, Mike, I know we've missed each other. I wanted to bring you on #Truth Be Told, but we've been going back and forth just trying to make it through this week. but I did want to give you your own time, your own space, your own place where you could talk about this play. I know David Sylvester, a lot of people love David. I know David's going to be doing a special performance. And
Mhm.
I just encourage folks to go and support you because at the end of the day, we've got to start supporting one another. With that being said, let me make this clear. I'm here to support everybody. Big Mike, I ain't asked Big Mike for a free ticket. I ain't asked Big Mike for a dime. But I want y'all to go out there and support this brother because the only way we can begin to build wealth is we have to exchange dollars with one another. So if I do decide to go to the play and I'm well enough to go, because a lot of folks know I did rupture my Achilles, I am going through rehab. I'm literally learning how to walk again. But if I do show up at the play, Mike's going to either get $25 for at the door or $20. And I infer everybody. If you're going to spend your money, spend it with Big Mike. Get your kids, give them $10. It'll probably be the best $10 they could spend this weekend to let them see this outstanding play that will encourage them to do the right thing and not be a part of this system that they're trying to put our children in, where they make all of our children look like animals, wild beasts, and literally trying to throw them in jail. Big Mike, the mic is yours.
Oh yeah. Well, I could tell you, and this off the top of my head, I want to say one out of every, well, 8% of school age students has been a part of or seen some type of gun violence. So when you do the numbers, that's 1 out of 10 basically. And then those percentages raise up. I want to say it's ages 14 and 15,
Mm,
percentages
mm,
up to 15%. So,
mm.
you know what I'm saying? Has experienced some type of gun violence in their life. 14 to 15 years old, man. That's crazy. You
Right.
know?
And you know, folks who don't know what I do when I'm not doing podcasting or I am a police officer in Opelousas, in the city of Opelousas. I am the public informations officer. And I know because we just had a community relations meeting where we spoke to the community about how crime is going down. But we all have to be vigilant. At the end of the day, we have to give our children more than what we're giving them.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to be there as a support link to uplift them and to let them know that hey, bullying ain't good. It ain't cool. And the only people that get hurt from it is us, our people. You're hurting your fellow black and brown folks. You're hurting your black and brown families. Because Mike, I'm a little bit older than you. How old are you, Mike? Out of curiosity.
I'm a young 43.
Okay, he a young 43. Well, I'm a well-seasoned 57, about to be 58. To be exact, I just talked to my daughter. Tomorrow is her birthday.
Okay.
Uh, my youngest daughter will be 27. And
Okay.
and I will say this: times have changed. You
Oh yeah.
know, back when I had beef in high school, this we settled the beef. Meet me at the school campus. This how I go. We gonna throw them hands.
Yeah, we can fight
These
and become
right,
friends later. But
right.
these
Totally.
days, it's oh my
Blank
god.
blank is blocker blocker.
That's it. Yeah,
It's
it's
it's,
two
it's
lives being lost, one in the
right.
ground, jail, and
And,
it's
and and that's sad. That's sad. And family, we got to have the conversation. And we've got to be not only the conversationalists, but we have to be the examples of how to settle conflict without it having to be blocker blocker,
yeah,
without it having to be somebody goes life in prison, life in the grave, because you can't come back from death. And honestly, you can't come back from life in prison.
yeah. I mean, that's more becoming the norm, and it's sad to say. And Miss Dupree, let me say this, man. 'Cause I got a point I want to reach, especially to my parents, because you know when I do events, I go out of my way to promote them because I'm passionate about what I do. And this play, I am extremely passionate. So I reach out to a lot of people, whether they be in person, whether they be in messaging or however, just to let them know that this is going on, right? So I reach out to a lot of parents, and I always say, man, bring your kids out. And what I'm getting from a lot of parents is, oh, well, my kid's not gonna be into that. Oh, my kid's not gonna be into it. Oh, they might find that boring. And my message to parents, y'all, don't place your own expectations on your kids. The only
Mm,
way we could bring about a change is to show them something different. And that's what this play is about. That's what Project Poetry is about. It's about introducing these kids to another way of thinking. Most kids think, especially in our community, oh, the only way I can really get out is playing sports or being a rapper or something, or entertainer or something like that. But no, we're showing these kids the arts, you
Right.
know, creative writing, drawing, dance, theater, acting, you know, like for me myself, poetry served, because I started off as a spoken word artist.
Right.
Poetry served as my release for things that I was going through personally. I was bullied at a young age, you
Mm.
know, because of my size. I had buck teeth. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, I mean, and then I didn't have nobody at that time to teach me these coping skills. You see what I'm saying? Luckily, I found poetry. Then poetry opened up doors, and the doors, when I ran into Just Chris showed me a lot when it came to this entertainment thing, and I found my calling. But parents, please don't limit your kids' experience. Now, let me just throw some numbers. Say if 10 kids come and it's their first time ever being or seeing a stage play, or experiencing what we have to offer within the message of this play, right? But
Come
if
on.
4 kids say, well, hey, I want to attend a project poetry workshop. I never thought about this. Well, that's 4 kids that got exposed. Maybe 6 kids might be bored, but let them give you the opportunity to see them bored. Because some kids, when we do the workshops, we've had kids that, at first they were, oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to participate. But at the end, and at the end of every workshop, we always make them write and show their artisticness. Well, at the end, they were the same kids that was rebelling was participating. So parents, stop putting handcuffs on your kids' experiences.
Mm.
Please let
Mm.
them at least experience something new, because we'll never. In other words, how are we going to bring change if we don't change the things that they're seeing?
Come on. Come on. Hey,
Show
listen,
them the same
listen,
BS.
listen.
I'm sorry, I get a little passionate.
No, go ahead.
Exposing them and showing them the same yes, but then how are you gonna expect them to change? So,
Mm.
and the question, to piggyback off of my original point, every time a parent shows me a butt, I say, well, have they ever been to a stage play before? Have they ever been to a project poetry workshop? I don't recall. No, no. Well, give them an opportunity. You just never know what may come in your child's life that may change or impact their life for the better. So
Mm.
that's all I want to say. Don't limit them to your expectations. Let them experience some new things, and they may find themselves.
Today somebody said on another podcast that I do, uh, somebody said, I never want my children to have to either be responsible for or explain the choices that I make. Be a parent. Expose your children to things that they may tell you that's not what they want to do, because you don't know what door that might open.
Exactly.
You don't know what they might see or what they might hear to say, man, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can produce a play like this. Maybe I can act like that actor. Maybe I can do the lights and the sound. Maybe I can do the costumes. You got to
Mm-hmm.
understand. And one of the people that I had the blessed opportunity to interview and have a word with was the young lady who won an actual award for doing the costumes for Black Panther, who was from New Orleans.
Ouch. Nice.
Understand, she got all of her understanding wardrobe and doing what she did from doing stage plays back home in New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, all through Louisiana, traveling around, understanding how to do wardrobes in stage plays. And now she's a world renowned costume artist who is getting Academy Awards, Oscars.
You see what I'm saying?
You don't know what door this may open, and we cannot keep closing doors because all we want our kids to be is the next Michael Jordan, the next LeBron James. We want them to be the next Jalen Hurst. That we want them to be the next Saquon Barkley. We want our daughters to be the ones married to the next LeBron James. No, we've got to make it where they can be whatever they want to be. They can be the next Barack Obama.
Yeah.
They can be the next Madam CJ Walker. They
Yes.
can be the next Eli McCoy. They can be the next Malcolm Martin. They can be the next big thing, and it doesn't have to be with them chunking the ball or to the hip hop hip. You know, that's my hip. You know, I'm just saying.
I got
You
you.
know, I don't know how the rap go. I know the rap goes today a little different, but they don't have to be the next Fetty Wap. They don't have to be the next little wah wah, little hoo hoo or whatever.
NBA
They
young.
can right. They hold it. Instead of them being the one behind the mic, they could be the one owning the record company.
That's what I'm saying. You see,
Okay. They can be owners, not just
so
employees.
much opportunities out there, man, and you have to expose them to different things. You know, if you just keep them caged in and bottled up, all they gonna know is this. And it irks me when I see people online, oh, Opelousas needs this. Opelousas needs something for the kids to do. Opelousas needs something positive. Well, Sunday, March 30th, I'm giving you something for the kids to do. I'm giving you something positive. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you something that's affordable. I'm giving you something that you can do with your kids and actually spend quality time. That exposes them to something different, you know? So I don't know. It's just it's a little frustrating at times with all the rebuttals because I'm like, just give it a chance. I'm not saying you go like it. I'm not saying you have to like it, but at least give it a chance. You know?
Invest. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, watch this. The same folk who will talk about we don't support each other won't come and support you.
Now
Yeah.
you about to
Look.
open a can of worms with me.
I don't care because
Oh
I can say
yeah,
it because I've supported
live
a couple
that.
of your events, and you know we can be true. See, I ain't got a problem. I am who I am when I'm not on this mic. And Mike know that. Mike has been
Yeah.
Mike had a big Zydeco thing, and he blessed me. I helped promote it. He helped bless me. Me and my better half was there. Enjoyed ourselves. Was the turnout what Big Mike wanted it to be? No, it wasn't. And I was highly disappointed because I was like, wait a minute, this brother got good security here. It's some good artists. They doing their thing. But no offense to whoever throw whatever. Once again, I have seen people flock by the hundreds just to know that there's going to be a fight that's going to break out. Somebody might get shot. And bullets don't have no eyes. But then when somebody gives you a good, safe, wholesome environment to enjoy yourself, y'all don't want to support it. You know, and my new saying is, Big Mike, it can't, is it y'all got a problem with Big Mike? Because I'm like, what's really going on here? Because the same folk will look me in the eye and say, ain't nothing to do around here. Ain't nothing to do around here. What?
Oh yeah, it's like some people. I feel I could do something on their front porch and they won't open their front door to see it. I'm just speaking from experience. I had people like when I first started out, I was doing a lot of events in Lafayette. I had somebody call me out. Oh man, why you always gotta do it in Lafayette? You from Opelousas, ain't you? Blah blah blah. Not knowing at the time I had my next three events lined up for Opelousas. So I was like, all right, well, just give me some time. I'm gonna work on that.
Right.
Did 3 events, did a bunch of events in Opelousas. That person never been to not one.
Okay, the same person that was telling you why are you not in the op? Why are you not in the op? Why do we not see you in your hometown? They didn't see.
And never been to one.
We got to stop this. And look, we got 7 minutes. I told Big Mike we were going to be on for 30. I'm trying not to go over, but I got to get on this soapbox. If you're not going to help increase, participate, and support, then don't say nothing. Just be quiet. Please be quiet. Please. We got more folk who want to start mess, make it about them, do all kind of craziness. When you check them, then there's a problem. I am tired of folks who keep on playing the victim when they know all the time they were a villain and they were baiting you to do something where they could say, oh, look at it, look at it, look at it. The truth about it is we've got to support one another. Go support Big Mike. Give him, listen, it's the opportunity for the children. And guess what? We let our kids go everywhere else.
That's one of my other proud moments. I want to mention this while we're on too. In the play is loaded with Opelousas talent. We got Miss Cheryl Ned. We got Miss Deanna Zachary. We got Big Nick, Nick Frank. It's loaded with local talent. Not only that, I got 5 phenomenal student actors up in here. 3 from Mecca, 2 from David Thibodeau and Lafayette. So you're really supporting not just me, you're supporting local talent. You're supporting students. God, to tell you this story. You know what I'm saying? And when I say talented, I mean talented, coming from Mecca and David Thibodeau. So y'all, please make a way. Tickets, $10 for kids tickets. My kids tickets are cheaper than value meals at the fast food restaurant.
Come on, that part.
My meal tickets about the same price of a plate lunch. And
Come
some
on.
plate lunches I heard
Oh no, not the way plate lunches are these days. Plate lunches are starting to be $30 to $40 because nobody wants to tell the truth about it, because all them promises that were made about prices were supposed to drop at day one. Prices haven't dropped one bit. If anything, after day one, prices have went up. Eggs are now what? What is a dozen of eggs?
Ooh, $7, $6 something. It's up there.
For a dozen of eggs, man, I'm surprised the chickens ain't walking around with Gucci and Balenciagas on. I'm just saying. I mean, if I'm gonna go to one of my partners' chicken farm, I'm gonna say that's why the chickens walking around here acting like, hey, they laying golden eggs around here, like the old y'all know the beanstalk, but they laying golden eggs around here. I know some of y'all don't read, but there was a story called Jack and the Beanstalk when I was growing about some golden eggs. That's what they must be laying these golden eggs now, Big Mike.
I'm about to be a couple of chickens, because man.
Right. I'm about to invest me into some wires, some coops. Let me get some chickens around here. But family, this is a great investment. It is an investment, first of all, St. Landry Parish and surrounding areas. St. Landry, Lafayette, Evangeline, Acadia, the surrounding areas. Come on, Pointe-Coupee. Bring your kids out to this great stage play. Look, I have acted myself with Cheryl Ned. I think I've acted with David Sylvester. I know I have with Cheryl. We did some stuff with VJ Tyler. But this brother here is doing a great thing. And y'all know Just Chris was the dude.
Oh, yes,
he left way too soon.
Yes.
To honor Just Chris in this thing. Just to honor Just Chris. This was one of his aspirations, to get this stage play out there. And thank you, Big Mike, that you took the torch and ran with it and put it out there. Man, y'all come and support this brother. You see it as Reflections. It's at the Opelousas High School Auditorium. If you need more information, you can call Big Mike at 337. That's 486-8700. Big Mike, you got anything else you want to let them know, man, before we get up out of here?
Man, I want to thank you for having me, man. Like I said, Opelousas community, surrounding areas, y'all come out. It's going to be a great show. Shout out to everybody, cast and crew, David Sylvester for coming through. Just everybody, y'all come out and have a good time and enjoy some time with y'all kids, man.
That was it. Listen, family, I appreciate Big Mike jumping on here. I do not want to slight nobody. Big Mike had reached out to me a couple of times, so I'm going to post the flyer from the play on my social media. Go support that brother. Go support what they do locally. Stop just talking about it. Be about it. We can never elevate each other and raise each other up with all this conversation and never reaching into our wallet in exchanging monies. Let's learn how to support each other financially. We've got to do the right thing. Not talking about a black or white thing. So let me post it up here one more time. There it is, family. Reflections. And Big Mike, that's this Sunday, right? This Sunday.
Yes, sir. This Sunday, doors open at 4. Show starts at 5.
Okay, doors open at 4. Show starts at 5. So you could be able to come out, enjoy good entertainment, have a good time. David Sylvester will be in the house. David is probably one of the hottest artists on the scene right now. Listen, family, tell a friend to tell a friend, bring a friend, share with a friend, get there, because this is the play that you need to see. This is the play that may change someone's life, and it might be your life. It might be the life you saved by going to this play, may be your own or your child's. All right? So, once again, Mike, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you big time. So, y'all be good. We'll be back for some more community conversations. It's your main man, Joe Dupree. I'm going to get ready to get up out of here. Peace in the Middle East. Y'all be blessed. We out. Peace.